Hi, Riverside Unified teachers. This is Christy Wong from Mountain View. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a new Google Slideshow. We'll jump right in and open a new window and get into Google Slides. And I'll open a blank slide to show you how to make one from scratch. You can, of course, use any of these templates or open an existing slideshow that you already have when you open Google Slides. When we come in, it's going to initially give us one slide, which is the title slide. If I want to change that layout, I can come right over here to Layout and change the layout to something different. I'm going to go ahead and create a little slideshow for my students about what plants need. And I'm going to create my subtitle showing who my presentation is by. And I'll show my students how to do this as well when they create their slideshow. After I do that, I may want to create a background for my title slide. I have a couple of options to change it from that white background to something different. If I choose to use a theme here, by clicking on theme, it opens the sidebar with our themes. All of these themes will be a set theme that will run throughout the entire slideshow, and I won't really be able to customize the slides. The backgrounds will all be set with this theme. If I'd rather customize and have individual backgrounds and set it up the way I'd like, instead of choosing a theme, I'm going to go to background, and then I can choose to do either a solid color for my background, I can choose a gradient, or I can choose an image for my background. Now, if I want to do image, I can use a set photo, or I can go to Google Image and I can do a search for something. And this will actually fill up my entire background. So if I choose one of these, I won't be able to move it or adjust it like an image. It will fill up the entire background. So I'm going to insert that as my background. If I want to use that same background throughout the entire presentation, I would hit Add to Theme. If I want it just for that slide, I'm going to hit Done. And then you see it may be difficult to see my words, so I can now make some changes. I want to change my font to something different. Maybe I want to change my color to white or something that might be easier to see. I can do that by selecting the text here. If it's still difficult for me to see, I can even click on a text box and go to the paint can and change the fill color so that my text box has a background color there. And then I can move those around by getting that four-sided arrow and get that looking the way that I'd like. When I'm ready to add another slide, I come up here to this plus sign, click on the drop down, and you can choose any of these slide layouts, or I can choose a blank slide where I'm going to create and customize my own. One of the options that I have here in Google Slide, I can draw a text box, or I can create a heading by going to Insert and going to Word Art. Word Art's fun for your titles and headings, so I might want to say plants need water. And then after I'm done with typing what I want my heading to be, I'm going to hit Enter, and it will now give me those bubble words there with Word Art. I can change the fill color to something different, and I can change the font. Everything I could do with regular text, I can do there with Word Art. And then I'm going to add my background on this one. So I'm going to just choose a gradient color on this and add that as my background. And then if I want to insert an image, I can go to Insert Image, or I can click on the image button here on my toolbar. And I'm going to choose to search for an image from the web. And I'm going to scroll down and find something that I like here. And once I click on it and hit Insert, it will add it into my slideshow. And if I want to add some text to put some more information for my students, I'm going to draw a text box over here. And then I can type and add some more information. And again, if I make any mistakes, I can right click and fix those. And then I can change my font, my size, my font type. However I'd like to do that, I can make all of those changes there in that text box. One last thing to show you, after I finish creating it, I may want to add a transition, and this will be what it does when it moves from slide to slide. So right now it has none. If I click on the drop down, I can have it dissolve, and I can choose something that I may want to apply to all slides. And then when I do my presentation, it will have these transitions. To present, I'm going to click on Present and click through with my arrow or using my mouse, and that shows you how to present your slideshow.